So I'm finally tackling what I'm calling the worst Battlepack 2020s, and that is 75412, the Nighttrooper Battlepack. DeathTrooper and Nighttrooper Battlepack. It has 119 pieces, but for an average builder, it will take you much less than an hour. I think only when I live stream a Battlepack similar to this set took me 45 minutes. So it will take you probably half an hour. If you're pretty, I don't think you even have pieces semi-decent. I think it's just over 100 pieces, so it shouldn't take you too long. But for me, it took me so much longer than this because I stop motion the entire build over 10 hours. And I stop motion each individual piece, animating each piece differently, trying to keep you engaged, which you'll see coming up very shortly. So make sure to keep on watching and enjoying the stop motion portion of this video. Please make sure to drop a like. But before we get into it, I do want to give my overall thoughts, initial impressions, if you will, and this keeps it on theme with 2025. Most sets being on the overpriced side. We haven't gotten, some of them are around the outside, egregiously overpriced. This June wave isn't terribly bad, but still bad. So like sales are going to be better to wait for most of these 2025 sets. And if you've seen the rumors and the sets that are coming out in just a couple of days, then it only gets worse from here. But maybe this build will surprise me, and I will think it's worth the money. Probably not, but let's get into the build. Now that you've seen this being built, you saw it before, a couple things. We'll get into the Minifigure in just a minute, and looking at taking into effect that this is a Battlepack build. There's nothing crazy about this. It's a small build. It's not going to have an interior. It's not going to be super decorated. It doesn't have a printed piece for a pilot. So very basic. The ship itself does generally have a standing window, so I think this decision for this dark gray is good. I feel like it's accurate as it appears to Ahsoka, but the rest of the ship isn't so much. I do enjoy it, but I feel like it needed to be just a couple pieces long. Throwing in 5 extra pieces would have changed this. I think that doing something like this, moving these parts back here, hopefully you can see that, like these. If these turn up, they're not super accurate, but they look better like that to me. And then having some of these, we swap these out for some wedge plates, and then swap these pieces here, and turning them vertical, and then you have a so much better Battlepack. It's really not much. And I feel like that it changes everything about it. Now, I would love to see them do a version of this ship in not only a Battlepack, but in a more troop carrier-esque way, where you can see and have full interior and opening doors where you can fit all your troopers. This one you can fit, you have room for 5 troopers and 4 troopers in a set. I'll just buy one of these and combine with Peridia. It's really nice, but it would be nice to, you can buy multiple of these and combine them together, making a better version, or you can have the scale and have just a few of them to support a scene or whatever. The minifigures themselves, which is why you're buying sets, the minifigures do look excellent. If you're gonna have a Battlepack, you gotta nail the minifigures. They don't need arm printing or anything like that. Now, before we get to the figures, let's go back. You have that 4 really nice translucent pieces. For the engines, you have these wing pieces, which do not get, they're not really symmetrical. They're hard to line up, they just move. And that's where, the instructions clearly state or show that you should have them. So I just feel like that the front ones should be more just up, and these ones shouldn't exist and should be down here. And the thing is, I don't love the spring loaders or the stud shooters, but I feel like they fit really nicely. And then you stick your minifigures on the outside here. how each 3 different variants of minifigures, starting with the same trooper that we got in Peridia. It's the same Stormtrooper variant, right? He's got the red Night Sister magic ropes leather piece that's keeping him alive, the zombie head, the Family Guy Stormtrooper helmet with dirt and cracks, which I think are really cool. And then we get a different variant. His torso is different because it's the same legs, but different torso. He's got 2 of the ropes on his chest, or more upper on the chest, and this guy has 1 upper, 1 lower, and he's got the gray helmet, which we do see in a really cool variant. That same thing, more cracks and all that gunny style trooper, but still really good. And then the 2 Death Troopers are exactly the same. I'd love to see them do a crack version missing corner. We saw that. I think that would have been really cool here, but we didn't get that, but it's just like a what if kind of thing. I think both of them look really good. I think the Death Troopers are really good. They can turn the head fully to the sides. Not something you can say about those Stormtroopers. And they have gold cracks on them. I think look really good, as well as the red printing on black just come out really, really well and just look really good. Now that said, as we were discussing, where we feel, or I felt like this was overpriced, and I think that a lot of us, that's just the motto of 2025, just was overpriced. And this was going up to $23 for a Battlepack is just a lot to ask. $20 was crazy enough. I think if this dropped by $3, I wouldn't be complaining. I think $17 is fair. That's why wait for a clearance. Most things I'm going to be reviewing this year is going to be wait for a clearance. If you do want to help me make bad decisions, there is an Amazon link and a buy me a coffee. Either one you can use to help support that. But overall, it is a fun little build, a little modification, which I will be doing. So you'll want to be subscribed, hit that subscribe bell. But overall, if I gotta rate this, give it a number, right, out of 10, this is a 6, 5 out of 10. Most Battlepacks I ranked a lot higher. Just most of the minifigures are really good, and is really only the bright part. A lot of this I don't love. I feel like there's enough room in here that you could have put a stud piece for the back and put a little cockpit and a little printed control panel in the front, so at least the pilot had something to drive the thing other than just waiting on a prayer and a hope to fly this thing. That to me would have been better. But I want to hear what your thoughts. What do you think about this Battlepack, this build? Write down in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, and I got another video right over here for you.